Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my IWN Wrestling News and Gaming YouTube channel. I am IWN's very own Brennan, and I am back here with another AEW Dynamite review. This is your May the 19th, 2021 AEW Dynamite review. If you're new to the channel and you want to see more AEW Dynamite, NXT, SmackDown, and NXT UK reviews, and want to see more Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 content, Dragon Ball and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War content, and Naruto content, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Also, follow me on Twitter at England Wrestling. I am on the road to 300 followers there. Follow me on Twitch at England Wrestling News. I'm on the road to 50 followers on there. And on my YouTube channel, I'm on the road to 400 subscribers. So please continue to show your support for me, my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, my Twitter account. I appreciate the love and support I'm receiving from all of my Twitter followers and all of my YouTube subscribers. Keep it up, YouTube subscribers, Twitter IWC community. Keep on supporting me and my channel, man. I really appreciate it. It's making me really happy. It's making me real proud. It really is. Y'all just don't know how much that y'all support means to me, man. You really don't. All right. We're going to go ahead and get started with the review. As of right now, I don't have any AEW news, but if I look on ringsidenews.com to see what they have as far as AEW news goes, I may do an England Wrestling News video tomorrow before I stream Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 content, or Dragon Ball Z Verse 2, bringing you more Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 content. That's what I'm trying to say. So again, I will look at ringsidenews.com to see the AEW news, to see what news I can do a video on. So I'll keep you up to date on Twitter on all that. And yes, I do have a few announcements. I will be live for the NXT UK review tomorrow, so that's official. And also, after the NXT UK review, of course, I already said it, might as well say it again, I'll be live on Dragon Ball Z Verse 2, bringing you more Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 content, because everybody seems to be enjoying Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 more than they are enjoying my Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War streams and Jump Force streams these days. Yes, man, Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 is one of the best games on the PS4. I don't give a damn what anybody negative in that Dragon Ball community has got to say. I love the streaming. I love the Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 streaming on YouTube, and I think it's really working, and it's really bringing people in. I'm really enjoying it. It's funny because it was better than when I streamed it on Twitch, because on Twitch it only had 2 people. But then when I streamed Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 for the first time, it had 5-6 people in the live chat for it. So it's great, man. It's wonderful, man. One thing's for sure, I'm never gonna forget that day I can't even talk tonight. My eyes bothered me bad too. I'll never forget that night when I had 13 people watching my AEW Dark watch along, my very first one, and the internet messed up and I had to start it over. I'll never forget that, man. That shit really pissed me off. It really did. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with the review, man. Be sure you invite your friends to join the chat, because it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a real fast one, I promise. I promise you, it's gonna be bam, bam, real fast. It'll be over so bad you won't even know it. So apparently AEW kicked off with Christian Cage versus Matt Sydal. Christian Cage is first out for this match. Matt Sydal makes his entrance. So then we got Christian Cage versus Matt Sydal. So the lockup starts. We got Cage getting a side headlock into a shoulder tackle. Another headlock from Cage. Sydal reverses into his own headlock into a snapmare for a 2 count. We got another lockup. Break in the corner. Cage hits a big right hand Sydal gets a Hurricane Rana and goes for a springboard. Cage knocks the ropes and Sydal falls out of the ring. Cage hits a drop kick through the ropes. So then we go back to the ring. Cage goes for a cover, 2 count. Cage hits a backbreaker, 2 count. Sydal hits shots to the gut of Cage. Cage hits a right hand, flying uppercut from Cage. And then we got a 2 count once again after that one. And then we got Cage hitting a standing headbutt, backbreaker, and Cage stands on Sydal's back, stomping on the spine. Sydal hits a Hurricane Rana. Cage kicks him off the top rope. Sydal hits a Meteor for a 2 count. So there was just basically 2 counts in this match. All 2 counts. Guys, there were like 6 or 7 two counts. There shouldn't be that many 2 counts in this match. Come on, man. That seemed like that annoyed the hell out of the community, man, of these 2 counts, man. Especially when you're doing a review, you have to do it, repeat it twice. I don't know. It kind of gets annoying. So now with kicks to the midsection, big clotheslines, 2 count, crowd chants, both these guys. Sydal with a leg lariat, running knee in the corner to Cage for a 2 count. Cage hits a backbreaker. Sydal dives over a spear roll-ups for a 2 count. So it seems like it was Matt Sydal with most of the 2 counts. Am I right, folks? Seems like it was him. What was up with the 2 counts on this week's episode of AEW Dynamite? Anybody know? I don't know. Man. It's like 2 counts here, 2 counts there. Man, crazy. Sydal hits a grounded straight jacket. Cage escapes. Cage misses a crossbody, but hits the spear, 2 count. Sydal hits a knee strike and picks the leg. Cage sits the knee up on a standing shooting star press. Cage hits the kill switch and gets the victory. Folks, I will cut the light on so you all can see, because I know you're kind of getting annoyed with that. Now, I'm back, y'all. Went to go cut the light on so y'all can see. So y'all can actually see me. This was a solid matchup, man. Honestly. You know, Cage and Sydal, they have solid in-ring chemistry. Their styles mesh incredibly well, and their creativity, particularly when it comes to squeezing and reversals. The right guy went over, but Sydal continued to prove he can excel as a singles or tag team competitor. Now, the post-match beatdown by Team Taz was fine and sets up several storylines. It sets up several storyline threads for the Casino Battle Royal at Double or Nothing, and a match of that sort to prevent spontaneous punching, I'm guessing, and kicks between guys with no shot of winning. Stories are key. Stories always are key. Always key. I think stories are key to matches, in my opinion. I don't know about everybody else. Well, taking the match in the anticipation of the feud, this was a great segment to kick off the show. Fuck what the negative people in the IWC have to say. This is the absolute truth, and I'm speaking absolute 100% facts right now. Anyways, Cage hugs Sydal and shakes his hand in respect. Taz on commentary shouts at Cage and Sydal. Ricky Starks makes his entrance. He says he is his own man. He is in front and center. He won't be on the sidelines. Starks introduces Team Taz, but they attack Cage and Sydal from behind. So we got Hook, Brian Cage, and Powerhouse Hobbs beat up Christian Cage and Matt Sydal. Heyman Page casually makes his entrance and makes the save. He teases off on Cage and Hobbs. Page goes for the buckshot lariat. Cage catches him. Brian Cage hits a Powerbomb on Page. And Team Taz celebrate in the middle of the ring. Is it me? Or does Page and Cage rhyme? I'm just saying. Commentary runs down tonight's card. Varsity Blondes are backstage. Pillman Jr. says his dad, is the reason he stayed away from this business. The Young Bucks showed he could succeed in the business. So they basically showed him that. And Garrison says he was offered to run the Young Bucks merch table, but now they need a reality check, which will come when the Varsity Blondes win the tag titles, which, spoiler alert, they did not. And we will go over that main event AEW tag title match at the end. The Young Bucks actually beat the Varsity Blondes. They will not stop until they become tag champions. Commercial break. Moxley and Kingston says they should have made a dent in the tag division so far. They will deal with the Acclaim. Kingston doesn't get the super kick party. TK is all about analytics. They will go out there and beat the brakes off the Acclaim. Acclaim says they are invading their space. They are ranked higher than Moxley and Kingston. They will not beat the Acclaim, and then the mic drops all of a sudden. So the Acclaim says they are invading their space. They are ranked higher than Moxley and Kingston. So basically, Jon Moxley makes his entrance with Kingston through the parking lot. The Acclaimed are out next. Max Caster raps. I hate his rapping. I hate their entrance, man. Their entrance is so awful. Their entrance music sounds so terrible. It really does. JD and everybody else in the community likes their entrance and entrance music. I know I don't. Now, as far as their in-ring skills goes, they're good at what they do in the ring. That I will applaud them on. But their entrance music, they are good as a team. And they have the potential to be the next AEW tag champs soon. That's all I can say about that. So, Moxley attacks as the bell rings. Owens drive into the barricade. Kingston beats on Caster in the ring. Caster driven into the corner. We got Moxley tagging in with double shoulder blocks. Moxley hits stomps in the corner. Kingston tags in. We got a knee in the corner from both men. Kingston hits right hands and bites on Caster. Kingston hits a suplex and rakes the eyes and bites the ear. Ooh, he bites the ear of Caster. Nasty. Moxley tags in and chops in the corner. Kingston tags in, rake of the eyes again. Kingston hits a back elbow. Caster hits a chop to the throat and a dragon screw off the ropes. Ooh, that sounds catchy. That sounds really good. I sound really good with that. Bowens tags in and beats on Kingston. Tag back to Caster. Caster works on the leg. Right hands on Kingston. Caster chokes Kingston on the ropes. We got Bowens tagging in. Again. Kingston gets some chops. Bowens dive on the knee after dragon screw. So apparently this was another dragon screw, and then Bowens hit with the leg lock. Moxley runs in and breaks the submission. So he had Moxley with the submission, man. It was locked in. It was good to see Moxley able to break the submission, though. It really was. Otherwise, Moxley would have let Bowens injure his leg, and Moxley would have been out probably for 9 to 8 months. I mean, if that would have happened. But Caster tags in. Kingston throws Bowens into Caster. Moxley tags in. Double clothesline forearms. German suplex, clothesline. Moxley hits a power driver and a sleeper on Bowens. Bowens drops out of the ring. Moxley hits a superplex. We got Caster rolling through. Bowens hits a driving crossbody. Kingston breaks up a pinfall attempt. Moxley goes for a sleeper. Kingston tags in. Bowens with a back elbow. And then we got Caster throwing Bowens his chain. He wraps it around his hand. Ref catches him. Caster goes to hit Kingston with a boombox. Moxley catches him and hits him with the boombox. So he basically hit him with Caster's own boombox. Tell you one thing, it had a very, very huge impact on Caster. Kingston and Moxley hits a wheelbarrow into a power dam or powergram or whatever I'll just call it a shift. I'm just going to call it that. Kingston and Moxley hits a wheelbarrow into a shift to get the win. So, I mean, the match was fine as it was. It was action-packed, but, you know, it felt like it fell apart at the end. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this fell apart a bit near the end? I think it did. Before that, the Acclaime had the opportunity to show off against two legitimate world title contenders. Those raising their stock. You know what I mean? They will be huge stars in the tag division one day, but for now, made competent opponents for a tandem that is about to challenge Young Bucks at Double or Nothing through the match. Though the match has yet to be officially announced, which is the sad part, fortunately. Sting and Allen getting revenge on Sky and Paige made sense, considering the heels were instrumental in the Laters TNT Championship, lost in a week ago. The feud had been escalating with every passing week and will likely conclude at Double or Nothing. I think I said it right. So that the winner of the match is not really apparent makes the showdown that much intriguing. Interested to see how this match is going to go. What do you guys? Let me know in the comments or in the chat who you guys think will win the tag match. Do you think the team of Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page will win over Darby Allin and Sting? Or do you think Sting and Darby Allin will win over Scott and Page? Let me know in the chats or in the comments below. Marvis is backstage with Chris Jericho. Jericho appreciates him trying to get the scope. Jericho says he'll have to wait. Tony Schiavone is in the ring with Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky. My eyes are like you, Ethan Page. You're crazy like me. No. Anyways, Sky says Sting was everything he loved about pro wrestling. He was everything good about the business. He wanted to be just like him. Sky says Sting isn't the same man he used to be, and he is no longer a child. Step aside or I will put you down. Page says he hopes Sting was watched when he threw Darby down the steps. Page says it was his fault Darby lost the TNT title. He will take everything away from Darby Allin. I will be the nail in your coffin. The lights go out. Sting makes his entrance. Darby attacks them from behind with a skateboard. Sting hits a clothesline in the corner. Darby hits Sky, brawl in the corner. Sting hits stomps on Sky, locks in the Scorpion Death Lock, while Darby hits Page with the skateboard. Sky taps out. The Dark Order come out. As Sky and Page try to retreat, they run off into the crowd, scared as fuck. Commercial break, the Pinnacle are in a restaurant. MJF sarcastically calls Jericho funny and witty. MJF says he always gets the last laugh. Dax says they should be chasing all the titles. They should be building the foundation of AEW. Jericho is still making a mockery of the business after 30 years. MJF says Stadium Stampede will be their last match. If you are in the Pinnacle, you are always on top. Britt Baker makes her entrance with Rebuild, the AEW Women's World Champion Shida, known as, Haru Shida, makes her entrance next. Shida versus Rebuild. Rebuilds feigns a knee injury. Shida attacks the knee anyway. Rebuild does star jumps. Shida hits a huge right hand elbow to the knee. Shida puts on Baker's surgical glove and goes for the lock jump. Baker picks up Shida's belt. Rebuild hits Shida from behind with the crutch. Rebuild hits a suplex toss and gets a 2 count. Shida goes after Rebuild's leg, knee breaker and a stretch muffler. Rebuild taps out. So this was basically a squash match to build Shida up, heading towards Double or Nothing. That's what I think it was. Hopefully everybody in the chat can agree with me on this. Now, Shida beating Rebuild was never in question. All right. So the match and everything came after it felt pedestrian given how hot of a character Baker has in recent months. Now, hopefully, the match between the Good Doctor and Shida, who will celebrate 1 year as champion this Sunday, delivers, even as the booking has not. I have said part of this on Twitter. The backstage confirmation between Cassidy and Omega was great. Really, really great. We're actually going to go over that. Baker attacks Shida after the match. Baker hits a curb stomp on the title belt. Baker holds up the AEW Women's World title. Footage from last week shows Omega confronting Orange Cassidy. Callis shows Orange the footage from Orange's injury. Omega says they need him to the mascot of AEW, not that guy who challenges for the belt. Excuse me. Indication I'm getting tired. Callis give him a contract to give up his title match. But he will get a dream match with Omega down the road, not for the title. Orange slowly rips up the contract. Omega says, think about what happened. That is the level at the top. The damage he does with a one-wing angle is more than what happened with Pac's Powerbomb. Callis gives Omega another contract to take a look at. Now, as I said, Cassidy and Omega was great. Everything from Chris Statlander standing up for her friends to Cassidy replacing the sloth from Zopia as he tore up the argument to Omega's condescending heel character. Worked extremely well. I didn't see this coming, to be honest. So, well, in fact, that the idea of Cassidy silencing the overconfident bad guy and winning the world title at Double or Nothing would absolutely be the appropriate conclusion to the story. Now, even if it has no real short in hell of happening. We got Jericho making his way to the ring, along with the rest of the inner circle. Crowd saying Judas. Ortiz says a lot of people have been asking about what they'll do about the Pinnacle. He wants a fight. Sammy says this will never end. Not until they get this match. They are just a bunch of clowns. Looking like finishes in their cheap suits. Hager says they are the baddest. The consequences of not accepting awards. Well, they try so hard to be us. Last thing they want is to be a bunch of schoolgirl bitches like you. Jericho says they heard the challenge for the stadium and asks if Blood and Guts was worth it. It will never be the same because of MJF. Failing off the cage was the most terrifying moment of his life. MJF scared his family, his children, everybody who watched. Was it worth it? The only answer he has is revenge. If Inner Circle accept the challenge, it is 100% yes. If Inner Circle can't beat the Pinnacle, if the Inner Circle can't beat the Pinnacle, they don't deserve to be together anymore. They will have to kill us to beat us at Stadium. So the Inner Circle, hell is coming from the Pinnacle. They will dance over their face and piss over their graves. Ooh, that sounds disturbing. That sounds real disgusting. Oh my god, man. Holy shit. So this looks like this is going to be a good match. And my thoughts on this, man, you're going to be happy with this. You're going to be happy to hear this from me, man. Because I enjoyed it. This was a very, very great promo segment that added to the heat for the upcoming match. For Double or Nothing, I think. Allow each member of Inner Circle to have a voice and conclude with Jericho delivering a fire exclamation point to it all. Now, a great promo from all involved that elevated the stadium stampede match in importance, even as some suggest Blood and Guts really should have wrapped things up between these two teams. Yes. So that's my thoughts on that, on the Inner Circle promo. Now, we have Tony Schiavone with Jade. Mark Sterling comes in and says he wants to be Team Jade. Jade says she will not be interrupted. You need to exit stage left. Red Velvet makes her entrance for the NWA Women's title match. And champion, NWA Women's champion, Serena Deeb is out next. Deeb throws her shirt at Velvet right out of the gate. Deeb gets strikes on a distracted Velvet. Deeb hits a twisting neckbreaker. It gets a 2 count. Deeb hits a back elbow, forearms in the corner. Velvet with shots to the midsection. Deeb hits a kick to the knee of Velvet. Velvet hits a dragon screw. Deeb with another dragon screw and a third. Deeb hits a clubbing blow to the back. Elbows to the inside of the knee of Red Velvet. Got a cover for 2. And then Deeb with more forearms. And then we got Deeb hitting a catapult under the ropes. Velvet comes back with back elbows in the corner. Crossbody from the second rope. Velvet hits a clothesline to Deeb. Drop toe hold. Knees to the back. Velvet hits a moonsault press for a 2 count. Deeb thrown off the apron. And then we got Velvet hitting a moonsault off the apron. Huge spinning kick to get a 2 count. Velvet gets a roll up and a 2 count. Red Velvet hits a rock bottom. I was shocked about that. That was surprising. I've never seen her hit a rock bottom. How often have we seen her hit that? Climbs the top rope and hits a moonsault. Deeb gets the knee up. Serena Deeb hits a powerbomb to get a 2 count. Deeb locks in the Serenity Lock, transitions into a figure 4. Velvet rolls her up to a 2 count. Deeb's chop blocks the knee, smashes the knee into the canvas, and locks in the Serenity lock. Velvet finally taps out. Winner and still the NWA Women's Champion, Serena Deeb. Now, Dibs and Velvet put in the work in this one, providing an action-packed match that helped enhance Dibs' role as NWA champion while giving her opportunity another high-profile match in her young career. Now, there was very little opportunity for the audience to dissenge as they paced things well throughout. Now, Dibs is a great wrestler, a performer whose talents have gone underrated and underappreciated for so long, for way too long. She is throwback, a technically sound wrestler who resembles the likes of Bret Hart and Dean Malenko. In an age where that style isn't really necessarily cool. She does her, though, meshes extremely well with her opponents. She has been a low-key asset to AEW in its women's division, and it's always a treat to see in those NWA title bouts. Now, Pac is backstage with Marvis and says he is sick of being cheated out of opportunities. What fools bets against the bastard? Commercial break. Austin Gunn makes his entrance, accompanied by Iron Anderson and Cody Rhodes. Anthony Ogogo is next out, accompanied by the Factory. We got Anthony Ogogo versus Austin Gunn. We got Gunn with a dropkick right out the gate. And then we have Gunn with shots in the corner. Gunn sweeps the leg and hits a sling blade. Ogogo hits the gut punch, another gut punch, and Ogogo has blood on his face. So the referee was about to stop the match, but Gunn stops him. So then Gunn is bleeding from the mouth. That was the blood on Ogogo's face. Ogogo hits another huge strike. The referee stops the match and declares Ogogo the winner. That match was too quick. That match was way too quick. I don't even think Ogogo versus Cody Rhodes is going to even deliver. I think Cody Rhodes is going to do more better in his match than Ogogo. I think he's going to do better than Ogogo in their match. Ogogo, I think he's going to do bad. Because right now, all these matches he's been booked in, all he's been doing is punches, and that's it. That's all he's been doing. Does he even have any other moves in his arsenal? I understand he's from the UK. That's where the UK geeks are living. Some of the UK geeks anyway. The UK IWC Twitter followers I know are not geeks that I'm friends with on Twitter. Just some of the ones that are always shielding us for shitting on WWE for the right legitimate reasons, not the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? That's just like the AEW fans. Same with them. Now, this match wasn't really interesting to me. Now, the Ogogo Rose rivalry might be completely tone deaf, if not at all entertaining. Maybe. I'm not saying it actually is. Maybe. But the British boxer has star written all over him. They just got to utilize him and build him up more, Get him to do, give him 10 20-minute matches, man. Let him do more moves, man. Let him show everybody what he can actually do in the ring instead of giving him these squash matches. I don't understand why they got to give him these squash matches. It makes no sense to me. It really doesn't. Now, he looks the part and has those devastating punches and has the legitimacy of competing in the Olympics. But he needs to start doing different moves, man, because punches are not the only things. His punches are not the only thing he can do in the ring, man. I'm telling you, that's not the only thing he can do. There is other moves he can do. I'm sure he's been trained for his AEW debut. I mean, I did see him. I did see a picture of him and Thunder Rosa on Instagram a few months ago. I'm pretty sure Thunder Rosa taught him some stuff, so he should know something. And there are other coaches that trained him too before his AEW debut. And I'm not even going to mention their names, but he was trained by a lot of people before his debut. Those punches ain't gonna get it. He's got to do different stuff in the ring, man. He really does. Because the fans are not going to be invested in him if he doesn't start doing different things, man. And he doesn't start doing different moves. His promos got to be better. Give him promos he can cut. Give him 10, 20-minute matches is all I'm saying, man. Other than that, shit. Gunn has, to his credit, is a hell of a bumper and sold the offense of Ogogo. And I was talking about Ogogo when it comes to, AEW need to give him 10, 20-minute matches and give him promos, give him good promos. Not Gunn, Ogogo. That's who I was talking about. But Gunn is a hell of a bumper and sold the offense of Ogogo better than half the roster could have. He is Super B beyond his years in that regard, and very clear the son of Billy. Of course he's the son of Billy. Even his brother's the son of Billy. Duh. We all know that shit. We watch AEW, don't we? All of us in the community watch it. Just like we watch SmackDown. Now, after the match, Ogogo grabs the American flag. Cody snatches it away from him. The factory leaves. SCU are backstage with Marvis. Daniels ignored Marvis' question and hugs Kaz and leaves. Kaz says he doesn't have the words to explain what Daniels meant to him. Something special was taken away from him. He blames the Bucks. The Good Brothers, Nakazawa, are all at fault. He blames all the elite, and he will get his recompense or die trying. That is the gospel according to Frankie Kazarian. Sammy Guevara comes out and says nothing and shows flashcards about Pinnacle and Stadium. Commercial break. The new TNT champion, Miro, makes his entrance. Now, I bet this is something you all wanted to hear about. Miro says he wants to thank Jesus Christ for giving him strength and power. That is his talent, but it wasn't Darby Allin's talent. He took what Darby Allin said could have been taken. Darby disrespected him. Miro's champion now. Next week, somebody has got an opportunity for his title, and he will destroy it. Lance Archer makes his entrance, tells Miro to shut up. Archer says he doesn't understand the history of that title. He will be damned if he doesn't walk out champion at Double or Nothing. He will make Miro his Bulgarian bitch. Miro says everybody dies. Archer will be the first to die. Man, that's going to be a huge colossal between Lance Archer and Miro. I can't wait, man. That Miro promo was great. He has finally found himself as a talent in AEW and is not at all bashful on the microphone. He landed a killer line about Archer being old man Jake Roberts out to hold him back and tacked on a one-liner about yoga in reference to Jake's DDP yoga experience. It was sarcastic, humorous, but dead serious and set the stage for a pulse battle for the TNT title at Double or Nothing. Here we are, finally at the main event, folks. Told you it's going to be fast, man. I wasn't lying. So, we had a commercial break. Varsity Blondes are out for our main event, accompanied by Julia Hart. Oh, so Julia Hart was there. Was going to come out and support it. Thought she wasn't going to be there. Oh, well. So what happens when you lie? The Young Bucks, the champions, are out next, accompanied by Don Callis. Callis joins commentary. You got the AEW Tag Team Championship match. Young Bucks versus the Varsity Blondes. Lockup starts. Garrison powers Nick down. Big boot from Garrison. Matt tags in. Double drop kick from Varsity Blondes. They mock the Bucks by doing the Bucks pose. Hip toss by Pillman. Pillman, Garrison tags in. Wrenches on Matt arm. Quick tags to Pillman. Pillman with a drop kick. A 2 count. Garrison tags in. Elbow to the arm. Body slam to Matt. The Bucks get the advantage with drop kicks. The Varsity Blondes. Pillman sent out of the ring onto the stage. Nick walks the tightrope, splashes onto Garrison. Nick Jackson shows off his shorts. Tags in Matt. Matt hits the stomp to Pillman. Pillman attempts a body slam, but his back is too injured. Oh, Jesus. That's not good. Pillman misses a splash from the top. Hopefully, Pillman doesn't be out for injury. Hopefully he recovers whatever's going on. Matt easily evades. Nick tags in. A leg drop over the ropes. Pillman driven into the corner, driven into the other corner. Nick shows off. Pillman hits a crossbody and gets the tag to Garrison. Back body drop to both Bucks. Big splash in the corner. Runs wild on both men. Garrison with a suicide dive. Both men on the outside. Pillman tags in. Flying clothesline for a 2 count. Pillman stops the Blondes. Powerbomb double team. The Bucks attack the injured back of Pillman. And Pillman hits a... Here we go, folks. Want to know a surprise? Guess what? Guess what Pillman did? Pillman hit a super kick on Nick. I'm just playing, y'all. But he really did hit a super kick on Nick. Cover for a 2 count. Matt gets a sharpshooter on Pillman. Nick sprays Pillman in the eyes. Julian Hart shows the referee that Matt has been using spray while the referee's back is turned. Matt sprays Hart in the eyes. Pillman gets rolled up on Matt. I hope Julia's all right after that one. Matt locks in a sharpshooter. Matt hits a facebuster while he is in the sharpshooter. Pillman taps in. Young Bucks celebrate while Brennan Cutler sprays them down with the spray. Moxley and Kingston casually walk into the ring. They attack the Bucks. Stomps to the corner, right hands on the mat. Moxley locks to the sleeper. Kingston does the same. The Bucks get put to sleep. Kingston pulls off Nick Jordan. Siobhan gets news in his headset that Moxley and Kingston will face the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing. Commentary runs down the rest of the Double or Nothing card. Dynamite ends as Moxley and Kingston mock the Young Bucks while holding the Bucks Jordans. Now, between the Acclaimed earlier in the show and Varsity Blondes here, the future of the tag division is definitely safe. Pillman Jr. and Garrison hung with the Bucks every step of the way, never appearing overwhelmed by the moment. Their credibility was helped extremely by the idea that the champions had to cheat to beat them. Adding Julia Hart to the mix was a nice touch, and allowing with the matching jackets gives the team a total package feel that they did not have before. The Bucks are great. They have been doing the heel run and are in the midst of the hot tag team AEW program has had to date with Moxley and Kingston, considering some of the feuds we have seen, including the all-timer with Omega and Heyman Page. That is saying something. That is 100% saying a lot. In fact, considering the card AEW has put together for Double or Nothing, the argument could be made that Matt and Nick Johnson. I called him Nick Johnson. Oh, that's disrespectful to Nick. He's gonna be angry. I'm just joking. The argument could be made that Matt and Nick Jackson's title defense against the Renegade babyfaces should main event the pay-per-view. If nothing else, because it will be very difficult for any other match to eclipse the quality and emotion behind it. I thought what they meant by Renegade was the Renegade Twins. You know, because one of the Renegade Twins had their match against Thunder Rosa this week on AEW Dark Elevation. But I know what they meant by Renegade. There's another meaning. But anyways, folks. Well, that's gonna do it for your May 19, 2021 AEW Dynamite review, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. If you did, please hit that like button. Share this freaking review to everybody on Twitter, to the entire IWC community, man. Share this to your friends. Tell them to hit the like button on the stream. And yes, to you all that subscribe to my channel, hit the like button on the stream if you enjoyed this review, man. If you didn't, man, hit the thumbs up. Your like and your dislikes does help the channel. Your likes help, it helps the channel, helps live streams, videos, and it helps me out. Your dislikes, when you dislike something, it tells me, that I need to get better, I need to get better with my stuff. I get it. I just don't like it sometimes. It makes me so mad when people dislike my stuff. It really does. I get happy when somebody likes my stuff. I get really mad if somebody dislikes my stuff. I hate that crap. I really do. I really hate that shit so much. Folks, thank you for joining me for my May 19, 2021 AEW Dynamite review. I will see you guys live on Dragon Ball Z Verse 2. More Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 content will be live this afternoon. I'm going to be continuing on helping other PS4 players finish their apparel quests because there's still a lot more players out there that have not finished their apparel quests. And yet this game was released in 2016, right? And people are still not done finishing their apparel quests? That's crazy. This Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 game should not be boring, man. People shouldn't be staying off of there a lot. But folks, I hope you'll enjoy the Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 content that'll be live on the channel tomorrow afternoon. Or actually tomorrow night, not tomorrow afternoon. Because tomorrow afternoon is the NXT UK review. And be sure you join the live chat for that, because that's going to be a good one too. And folks, I am going to be doing a video on my full thoughts on this week's episode of AEW Dynamite. Since I figured since I did a video on my full thoughts on this week's episode of NXT, sometime this weekend, I am going to do a video on my full thoughts on this week's episode of AEW Dynamite. Just, another one of those typical videos, man. I think I'm doing good with it. How about you all? I think I'm doing really good. But thank you for joining me, man. I'm getting out of here, folks. Take care. See you guys live for the NXT UK review, and after that, I'll see you all hopefully in the live chat for Dragon Ball Z Verse 2 content here on my IWN Wrestling News and Gaming YouTube channel. Until then, have a great day, folks.